Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I'm going to bring you a video today on my little wine cork ornaments. And this is one that I've already made, and you can see it's got the little angel on it and some pretty embellishments, and then I just put a shabby fabric fringe at the bottom. And I think this came out really cute. Quite some time ago, I did a video on my little wine corks, and it was actually pretty popular. They're a lot of fun to make, and I have a whole bunch of these. I sell them in my Etsy shop, just the corks themselves, and I actually do sell quite a few of them. Because it's one of those things that it's an inexpensive craft to do, and you can do so many different things with them. Oh my goodness, corks are amazing. So anyway, this is the one I've already done, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, and maybe we'll get 2 of them done during this video. I'm hoping. I'm going to give that a shot anyway, and we'll see what we can do. But before I get started, I am just going to read a quick quote. This is something that I'm going to start doing in my videos prior to getting started. And this is called 6 Things Mentally Strong People Do. It says they move on, they don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves, they embrace change, they welcome challenges, they stay happy, they don't waste energy on things they can't control, they are kind, fair, and unafraid to speak up. They are willing to take calculated risks, and they celebrate other people's success. They don't resent that success. That's a big one. That number 6 is a big one on my list, because I know I have said to you guys in other videos how I get excited when my friends get successful, and when someone tells me, hey, I want to get an Etsy shop started, not sure what to do, can you help me? Of course I can, to the best of my ability. You know, I do spend a lot of time working on, you know, trying to bring customers to my Etsy store, and it is a lot of hard work. So anybody who's going to take on that challenge needs to know that you don't just open an Etsy store and suddenly all of the customers come. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in a lot of hours bringing those customers to your Etsy store, and there's lots of ways you can do that. But just getting back to the quote, I love it when other people are successful, and I don't even get mad if they're more successful than I am once they start doing whatever it is they're doing. That makes me happy. I take joy in other people's success. I don't like jealousy. I don't understand. Sorry guys, that was my phone. I don't understand why other people can't celebrate the success of others. I celebrate it even if it's not a good friend of mine. If it's somebody that I've just met the other day and they say, you know, gosh, I'm getting ready to start this venture, can you help me? I will say yes, I do it. And there are people who actually subscribe to my channel that can attest to that. So I want other people to be successful. I want to be successful as well. But, you know, in this world, we need a little competition to stay on our toes, right? So anyway, that last one on that list really strikes me, as well as the rest of them. I think we can tend to get in ruts and kind of do the day-to-day mundane things and just don't change it up at all. And you know, I think that we need to all be willing to make changes if things are not going well, you know. So that's a big deal to me. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started doing this wine cork ornament. And I've got a bunch of little bits and pieces here that we're going to be using. And I am going to just go ahead and get started. So This is a little cameo that I got from Kiki's sale, and I just added the rhinestone pearl chain around the outside to fancy it up a little bit. I think for this one, I'm going to do a blue one and I'm going to do a purple one, and I think the first one that I'm going to do, though, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the blue one now, and then I'll get to the purple one after that. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Actually, the blue one, I'm going to use this cork, and I already put a little piece of trim. What I did was, because I don't know why I did it, but I did it before I started the video, and it's this trim here, and this is called By the Spool by Wyla, and actually I got this trim in some Happy Mail, and I really, really like it for things like this because it's a small trim and it just adds that little bit of interest to the bottom of the cork. So I did put that on very quickly. I just used hot glue and wrapped it around, and on the next one that I do, I'll show you kind of how I did that. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this trim around the banded edge of this. So to do that, I'm just going to use my hot glue here, and I think I'm going to start in the back like I did with the other one. So we'll make this the back, and I'm just going to go around the whole thing. And I'm debating, I may actually use this other trim at the top as well, and we'll just go around the top and bottom with the same two trims. I think it will be very pretty, and so I'm really thinking that's probably what I'm going to do, so I can show you kind of how I did the first trim. Not that you guys don't know. You guys are all so smart and creative and talented yourselves. Okay. And this trim also is some trim that I got in Happy Mail. I got this from my friend Rhonda, the one that I'm putting on now. I also had received some of this trim from my friend Carol prior to this, but I had used it all, and then I got Happy Mail from Rhonda after I'd used it all, and I got some more, so I was super excited about that. So anyway, we've just got that sort of on the bottom, and I think we're going to shut that light off. So we've got that on the bottom there, and maybe I should just pan in just a little bit so you guys can see what's going on here a little bit better. Okay, so now I'm debating if I want to just go with this at the top. I know I'm going to use this at the top, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use both trims in both places. Let's see. Just going to hold that on there and put that there. I think I'm going to use both trims at the top and bottom. So let me just cut this off right here and get this glued on. And what I did was I painted these wine corks white. Oops, I almost put that on backwards. I took them outside and spray painted them. I just put a toothpick in the bottom and stuck it into a piece of styrofoam and sprayed them that way, and it worked out really, really well. So I actually had started this video once before I did the pink one, and something happened with my camera and I wasn't able to get it back up, so I went ahead and finished the pink one, and now I've got my stuff all going the way it's supposed to, so I was able to just start on the blue one. I figured that way at the beginning I could show you the one I'd already done, and no harm, no foul. And so now we'll go ahead and start with the second trim. And I am using my Gorilla Hot Glue. That's the brand that I use for my hot glue, in case anybody's wondering. I like it because I feel like it holds better than some of the just the generic brands. So that's just what I choose to use. Sometimes I do use the other ones, but I do like the Gorilla Hot Glue. The only thing about the Gorilla is, honestly, it does create, I think, more strings that you have to clean up, you know, on the back end. But that doesn't bother me so much. You just get your hot gun or your blow dryer and get it on the hot setting and blow the strings and they will melt away. So, little trick of the trade. And let's see, this little loop here is wanting to, I'm going to take a little dot of glue on both of these loops here because they both of the end loops seem to want to come off. Where's this one? There we go. So I'm just going to make sure that they stay down. Oh, that was a mistake. My thumb stuck to the glue on that one. There we go. Okay. And then I need a little bit of glue under this little pearl right here so that that stays where it needs to be. Okay, so now we've got the trims at the top and the bottom. And then we're just going to start putting some pretty embellishments on here. Let's see, where do we want to go? I've got all these pretty little things here. I don't want to over embellish, but I do want to make this nice and pretty. And then the other thing that I have to go into the top and the bottom is I've got these little hook screws. And that's what I'm going to use because I can take them and just screw them into the cork. And then what I will do, let me go ahead and screw this one in just so that you can see what I'm doing here. And it's easier now while I don't have a whole bunch of embellishments all over it. So I'm just twisting it in. It goes in fairly easily. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my, I've got some Star Bond Thick, and this is like a super glue. You guys, I think, saw me use this on my Christmas tree video. So I'm going to put a little dot of that around the top, and then I'm going to finish sort of screwing this down. And let's see, where's the front going to be? There's the front. I want to make sure that I get both of my screws facing the same direction. And then I'm going to use my Star Bond accelerator. And what this does is it makes that glue, just one little tiny spray like that, makes that glue set within 2 or 3 seconds. And then I don't have to worry about it ever coming out of there again. So this stuff works like a charm. It's something that my husband uses in his woodcrafts a lot. And so he gave me a bottle of the glue and a can of the accelerator to keep with my stuff so that I could use it. And I think here I'm going to put this on there a little bit sooner on this one, just to kind of screw some of that glue down in the hole. And that way I know it's kind of on the inside and the outside. And then let me see which direction we're going in here. I want this to go the same direction so that they match, just like that. And then I'm just going to put a tiny little spray of that and we're all done. So This stuff lasts a long time. It's really good glue. And if woodworkers are using it, I think that it's good for us crafters too. So, all right. So here's the front side. Now we just need to decide what we're going to put on here to make it even more beautiful. I'm trying to see if I can get this little cameo piece sort of up under this trim a little bit. There we go. Because I think that's actually very pretty on there. I feel like my lighting is so off in this room. There we go. So you can see that's just like a light blue background on that cameo. But I thought, you know what, that really, in fact, I'm going to do the same thing with my cameo here. I'm just going to squeeze some of this Star Bond behind it. And this is a very thick super glue. It's not thin like the stuff that they use on fingernails and stuff. It's very thick. And so it goes on and it doesn't drip all over the place, which is a good thing. And there we go. Okay, now we're really done with that. I'm not going to use that on anything else. So there we go. That looks really, really pretty. So now let's just figure out what we want to go around that beauty. I have a couple of teeny tiny flowers over here that I think I'm going to put a couple of these in there. I'm sure I am, because they're teeny tiny. And then I also have some blue little flowers here. So let's see, how do we want to do this? I don't think, let's see, I wonder if also if I add one of these more kind of yellowish roses, if that would be pretty too, to go with the blue. It's not as bright yellow as you guys are seeing in my camera. I don't know why everything suddenly is going yellow in my camera. I don't know if a setting got messed up or what, but something's going on, and my camera has never done that before. So I know it's got to be something. I must have hit some weird setting or something in it. Because, like I said, it never ever did that before. So I'm going to put this flower right up here at the top. And let's see, we'll put a blue one right next to it. Right there. And then down here, I think I'm just going to put, I'm going to put the blue one down, but then I'm going to also add these two little white flowers somewhere in here. Maybe I'll put one white one here and then one up in here. I think that would be pretty. So I'm definitely gonna put one here. So let's just get that in there. Just like that. Oh, that looks so pretty. And then this one we're gonna put off to the side of the little blue flower. I do have another little blue flower. It's a little different than these and a little smaller here. And I was wondering if maybe that would be pretty, just kind of, yeah. We're going to go ahead and add that to this corner. And that way where this cameo is just sort of sitting off and away from the cork, it doesn't show so much that it's so far. It's not that far. I mean, it looks fine without that there, but it is kind of pulled away from the cork, so I thought maybe that would fill in that space a little bit. So that's what we have so far. I think that looks really, really pretty. And let's see, what else do we need to do here? I also have this little blue butterfly that I was thinking I might... Oh, yes, 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 yes. This is one of the little butterflies that I got from my friend Sherry when she sent me the first package she ever sent me. And I just love these little butterflies. I don't have very many of them left. So now I kind of save them for special stuff. And this is special. Because, number one, Sherry was the one that she got in touch with me and she said, Carol, have you thought about doing another wine cork video? That's a good idea. So in honor of my friend Sherry Lorraine, there you go, Sherry. I added one of your butterflies too, and look at how beautiful this one is. She's such a sweetheart. She's just a doll. I just adore her. I actually got to talk to her on the phone last week or last weekend. We had a really nice conversation, kind of got to know each other a little bit. It was really, really fun. And then I think what I'm going to do, I was debating, I kind of wanted to hang, oh, I definitely want to hang that on there, but I have to figure out how I'm going to do it. And here's what I think I'm going to do. I have this silver ribbon, and it's about 1/8 of an inch. But this little dangle that I got from Kiki's sale has little little holes in it to the sides, right there and right there. And I think maybe I can put some of this wired ribbon through those holes. I'm thinking outside the box because I want this to sit in there nicely. But I just thought maybe if I could get this to go through, and I'm making it bunch up on the other end. Let's try this again. I know we can do this because that hole is not all that small. If I can just get a hold of the fabric at the top, I should be able to pull it through. There we go. Okay, so we got that side. Now if we can only get the other side as well, and I think I want to pull it from back to front. Does it matter? Yeah, I want to pull it back to front. So let's see if we can cut it again. And I'm cutting it really sharp so that I can get that piece through there. And then I'm going to bring it through the back side this time and try and get the fabric to follow through the hole. As long as I can get that little piece, then I can get the rest. There we go. It worked. Now I have to see if the rest of this works the way I'm thinking it should. And so that gives me, I'm just going to twist this right at the top there because it is wired ribbon, so I can twist it. And I'm wondering if I tie a knot right here at the end. Let's cut this off because I can't work with it if there's a whole bunch of ribbon hanging off. And I'm not going to make this real long, so I've cut way more ribbon than I need. And I'm going to try and keep this knot right close to this piece here, and just like that. I think that works really well. So that's where we're at now. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull it through this eye hook here. I'm not quite sure how I want to do this part, so bear with me, you guys. I have an idea, but I don't know if my idea is going to work. So, okay. So I definitely want... did I turn it the right way? Yeah. Okay. I definitely want the blue side to face forward so that it's facing the same direction as those. And I want my knot to stay down. And then what I was thinking is if I could take this and tie it off. Let me get this facing me so I can see what I'm doing. Tie it off right there. And tie a bow in it. Always thinking, you guys. Trying to find different new ways to do stuff. And I thought this way the dangle wouldn't move around so much, you know, twist and turn and all that good stuff like they do on the jump rings. So we are going to find out how this works. I was excited because I had some of this wired 1/8 inch ribbon. I had a spool of gold and I ran out of that. I used it all in the cookie cutter ornaments that I did. And then I got some more in a Happy Mail package that I got. So I was really excited about that. I think it came again from my friend Josefina. And so I had more that I could use. And she sent me, this time she sent me gold and silver. So I was really happy about that. Because silver is my favorite. I love silver. I love white gold. I do love gold as well, but it just is not my favorite. I just like the sparkle that you get from silver. So that's what that looks like. Super duper pretty. And then we need to, I'm going to put some of this same wired ribbon in at the top, and that's going to be our hanger. And that's a super easy process. We're just going to take it and double it up like that. And I'm going to squeeze it at the top so it's easy to get through the loop. It's easy anyway because these eye hooks are probably, I'm going to say about, probably about 10 millimeter. I would guess. They're in a bag and I don't have the measurement because that's not their original packaging. Again, I think these were something that I got from my husband's workshop and kept for myself. And I think I got those back when I was doing a lot of the little poker chips and making the purse charms and things out of those. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little knot here at the end, pulling both ends through. And then I'll cut that off so it's not all messy. And that looks really, really pretty, you guys. I'm super happy. Thanks, Sherry, for talking me into doing this video. I am going to do one more thing to it, though. I really want a thin paintbrush. This one's thin enough. And I'm just going to kind of wrap this around the paintbrush to get, this is the ribbon at the bottom. I just want to give it a little swirly effect. And this is the best way I know how, is to take a paintbrush and use it to curl my ribbon. That's the good thing about wired ribbon, and it stays right where you put it. I mean, obviously it can kind of come out over time or whatever, or if you pull on it, but for now, that looks really pretty, and anybody that gets this will know how to curl it again. So that one came out super pretty. So now we have 2 of them done. The one thing that I'm thinking is that maybe this is a beige colored lace. I don't know if I really want to put that beige in there though. Let's see, do I have any white ribbon sitting here anywhere? I do, but is that going to be too wide? Well, let's just go ahead and tie a bow in this. Well, if I'm going to do that, I really need to tie it onto that ribbon. Oops. I got a hold of the little butterfly's antenna there. And we're just doing a little tiny bow here. Nothing real major, and I definitely need to burnish the edge of this because it is fraying like crazy. And let me cut this side. And just do a little burn on there. And there. I'm just not liking that burn on this side. It got a little too burnt, I think. Just a little bit. For some reason, that edge just wants to catch fire instead of just kind of melting a little bit. Okay, there we go. I like the bow. I definitely like the bow being there. So, there. Now we're done. Oh, there's the... Let me see. Where's the front? I need to make sure I've got everything turned in the right direction. I may have to, after the video's over, I may have to put a little more super glue in these eye hooks, just so that they're glued in a little better, because I had to spin them a little bit. I didn't have them quite positioned the way that I wanted them. Okay, so we're going to hang this one up, and now we are going to go ahead and we are going to try and do the purple one. So here's my pretty cork, and we're just going on this one. I'm going to use this beautiful purple trim, and we're just going to kind of wrap it around just like that. So I'm going to start gluing it on there. And on around. There. There. So that looks really pretty on there. And then what I want to do is we're definitely going to use this cameo here. But I think we're gonna, this is gonna be kind of purple and pink. We're gonna combine colors in this one. So let's see. Because I don't have a single purple little tiny flower. I have, well, I take that back. I have one rosebud here somewhere that I pulled out that's purple, and I can't find it, of course. I don't know what I did with my rosebuds. Oh, here they are. So I have one purple one here, and that is it. So we will be using that in this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where I want this cameo to go, actually where I want the front of this to be. And it kind of looks pretty with that cameo sitting more towards the top of the cork, so that we also get this beautiful trim popping out of there. So I think I'm going to go against my own grain here, and I'm going to put it at the top. And I'm thinking I might want to put just a little bit of this trim No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Okay, so it definitely needs some kind of trim around the top and bottom. That's just a must. I also have this trim here. It's much, much thicker, and it really takes up, you know, a chunk of the space. It's standing off of it too far. I did use that in my, did I use it in the pink one? No, I didn't. I started to and I didn't. I changed my mind. Nope, we don't want to go black. Oh, you guys, what to do, what to do. Here's some purple. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. Okay, let me remember, where do I want to put this? I'm actually going to move it. I'm going to make that my front. So I'm going to take this purple ribbon that we have here that's so pretty, and this has been curled, and I'm going to tie it in a bow if I can get it to stay at the top here without pulling it off. Tie a knot in it so I don't have to worry about it coming untied. Just like that. And then we're going to tie it in a pretty little bow. Pulling half of the ribbon through on one side. I just love this seam binding for stuff like this. It just comes out so pretty and so shabby, and I just love it. And I'm going to leave that hanging long for now, and I may leave it that way permanently. I just want to kind of get an eye for what I've got going here. And we're just going to put this cameo right in the center. And again, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Star Bond glue for this so that I can make sure this stays attached. If I can get it to come out here. And again, this is a super glue, but it's called a thick super glue. so it's not all drippy when you put it on. And I'm going to put the sealer or the activator there, and then we'll put the cameo in there. And the way that that activator works is that you put the glue on one of the sides that you're gluing together, and you put the activator on the other side, because if you spray it directly on the glue, it'll activate it and it'll dry too fast. So you want to be careful with that. Okay, that looks really pretty. And let's see, what else do we want to do here? We need our eye hooks, so let's go ahead and put those. I'm going to grab 2 of those and put those into the top and bottom. And these little eye hooks, you can buy them at Home Depot. You can get them at the craft stores. You can kind of get them all over the place. You can get them at Walmart, I think. So they're real easy to find, but you can always get them at Home Depot or Lowe's or one of those stores. And I'm just going to get it started here right in the center at the top and the bottom. And we're going to star bond her in, and this time I'm going to make sure I get them in the right location. And now I'm not going to spray it with the activator because then it'll activate it too soon. So I'm just going to finish screwing it in. Just like that. And I'm going to point that way and spray. And you can see, for us crafters, this stuff will last a long time because, let me get this in the center. I've already got a hole there from the toothpick. I wasn't thinking when I put that in, but that's okay. I barely put the toothpicks in these when I put them in the styrofoam. I didn't put them in very deep because I just needed a little bit. Hopefully that's the center. It feels like it's off center a little bit. It is. Doggone it. Went a little too far in the other direction. And I need to go right between my toothpick hole and the hole that I just put in there. Right there. That's where I need to be. And it's going to be fine. I know I already did kind of screw that screw in there, but it's going to be fine because I'm going to have this super glue in there. And to top that off, this is not a super heavy ornament, so we're going to be just fine. And now I'm screwing it in there so that the super glue goes into the inside of the ornament. And now I want to make sure it's turned the same direction as the top one. Maybe another turn or two. There we go. Okay. And we will spray that. And we're done with that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so now we're going to figure out how we're going to do the rest of this. I do not have a purple dangle, and today I don't have all my beading stuff out to really make some dangles, so we're going to make do with the bits and pieces that we have here, and we're going to make this gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 rosebuds, and I've got the pink one and the purple one here. I need to cut it down just a tad more and glue these down at that bow, just like that, and glue that onto the bow. And then I want to put this flower in there as well. So we're going to go just like that, and that should hold all of this down and together, we hope. Just like that. And I'm going to hold it down for a second because I don't want it to come up before it sets. There. Pull our little bow loop out a little bit. This one's very, very curly. So it just wants to go back down. There we go. Goodness gracious. I may have to put a dot of glue to hold this down right there because I do want it to come out a little bit further than it is. And then maybe we'll kind of do the same thing on the other side just so that they kind of match up a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to glue a teeny little edge of this bow down over here. Okay, so now we've got that, and I think, maybe not, this may be too big. I wanted to put a piece of bling in there as well, but this piece just feels like it's just too big to put on there. And heavy. It's a little bulky. We've got this little butterfly, and that might look pretty, but it's kind of big, but it almost kind of looks... Oh, wait! I have another butterfly. What did I do with it? I have a little tiny one that I had out here this morning. Of course, I don't know what I did with it because I shoved everything back out of the way. Here, butterfly, where are you? Oh, shoot. I think I lost my butterfly. Doggone it. I had a little tiny beige colored butterfly, and I just had it this morning. What did I do with you? I'm going to find it after I'm done with the video. You know that, right? Let's see. I do have these little teeny tiny aluminum roses. Maybe a couple of those. I just need to put something down here at the bottom that is pink. And you'll see why in a minute, because I want to use a pink dangle. So we're just going to go for it here, and we're going to try and get both of these down before that glue hardens, just like that. There we go. So we've got our little pink roses down at the bottom there. Those look really pretty. And we're going to, I'm not sure I'm going to use this, but I'm thinking, this is a dangle earring that I got from my friend Sherry. Oh, that's big. Yeah, that's probably a little bit too big for this. I was thinking it might look really pretty to kind of tie in the pink to the purple, but I'm thinking it's just too big. Oh well, that's okay. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to make a ribbon piece to tie at the bottom. And what we'll do is we'll make it part pink and part purple. I'm going to cut the purple in half here, because this is the last little piece of purple ribbon that I have. And then I'll double the pink and make the pink one just a little bit longer. And we'll cut that side. And now my trick is going to be to try and get this through the eye hook. I don't know that that's going to happen. Okay, so what am I going to do here? And I'm getting over my time on my video here. Darn it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try this. I'm going to try and get this as tight as I can. Get my needle nose pliers here. It's not going to work. I got it through my other one that I did earlier, and it actually went right in. I was so surprised. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and get it in a piece at a time. I'll just start pushing it through, and maybe, just maybe, I'll get lucky and get it all through. Don't try this at home, folks. Okay, so now just to pull one side of each one of these out. Okay, we got that one. And we got that one. That one. And do we have any more that we need to get? I think I got them all. Oh, we've got one more ribbon here. I knew there was 4. Okay, we just have one more to get through there, and I'm positive I can get this one in there. And my hands aren't super shaky today, so that should definitely help. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh, goodness. And I know you guys are, some of you are probably saying, Carol, just do this and it'll go right through. I was talking to my friend Rhonda, and she says, Carol, she says, sometimes I just yell at you and I say, don't put that in there. And I do it anyway. Okay, so we got them all through. Now I just need to go ahead and make them sort of even. Oh, Carol. And would you believe it? I put them in the wrong one. I put them in the top instead of the bottom. All right, let's try this one more time, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's try these two at a time. Or one at a time. I don't really care. Okay, that one's in. Next, get the next patient here. Okay, there's two. And we've got two more here. So I'm going to sort of twist those and see if I can't do them at the same time. I know it probably won't work, but we're going to give it a shot. Well, we got the pink one. I may just go ahead and cut part of this video out so you guys don't have to watch this. Okay, we got them all through. And I think that's close enough. And we do want them sort of hanging through there at different lengths too, so that's okay. And we're just going to tie this in a knot down here. Just like that. And I'm just going to put this in my lap for a second so that I can pull it really tightly. And then I'm going to take a little piece of pink ribbon and tie it around underneath it, underneath the knot. Give it a little bit of length here, because maybe, just maybe, I'll tie it in a bow. Let's make sure we have it turned the right direction. There we go. Okay, you guys, I think I got it. Get those out of the way. Just kind of play around with this a little bit. You got to play with these bows and get them kind of the way you want them. And I'm just kind of pulling it down and pulling it tight there. Okay, so we've got our little shabby ribbon there. And now the only thing I need to do is to put a hanger at the top and we will be done. And we are using our wire ribbon for this. Or you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to go with a pink ribbon this time. Just to kind of even out the top and the bottom. Sounds like a good plan to me. And this one ribbon, we should be able to get right through there without too much hassle. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. I don't want to pull it all the way through. I want to make that a little longer. And we're going to pull the pink through. Just like that. Okay, cut that off at the top, and there we have it, you guys. A pretty little ornament. So we've got our little purple one now. I may have to play with this fringe a little bit to get it exactly how I want it, but there you have it, you guys. A pretty little purple shabby ornament for the Christmas tree or for whatever you want to use it for. So we've got our purple one, we've got our blue one, which is gorgeous, and we have our pink one. And the pink one, you can see, has a little angel on it. I had actually thought about, I have one more angel, and I thought about putting it on this purple one. And actually, she really does look kind of pretty, just kind of off to the side of that cameo. I just realized I put one of those flowers on upside down. Let's try that again. Okay, dot of glue. And let's get that one on. I'm going to even move these over to the side a little bit and put the angel right there, because I think she's a very nice addition to this little ornament. Let's see, there, or sitting on the roses. Oh, she looks pretty sitting right on top of those little roses. So let's just put her right there. Just kind of sitting on the little pink roses. She looks so cute. There we go. There. So now we added our little angel to this one. She looks really pretty. So that's it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. I know it was a little bit long and drawn out with this one giving me some hassles here, but that's okay. Hopefully you guys had fun and enjoyed the video though. And if you're not subscribed to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make a comment down below, because that does help me in the algorithms and it helps get other people to my channel. And also make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when I do future videos. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless you all, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for pictures at the end. I'll get good pictures of these. Thanks, you guys. Bye-bye.